Hey everyone, I'm Nick. This is my 2003 Ford F350 with the gas V10, and today we need to fix the leaky diff. So as you can see, this has a dual rear wheel, which means it has the Dana 80, and we're going to replace the diff cover while we're at it to make it more easily serviceable. So let's get to it. As you can see, it's quite shiny down there, which is not great, and it's just been leaking onto the street, which is not ideal. So we're going to pop the cover off, drain the fluid, and then replace the diff cover with the one from Spicer, who makes the Dana 80. So let's go take a look at the new diff cover. So here's our kit. Comes with new bolts, a gasket, and a nice branded diff cover. Now there's a lot of options for diff covers for the Dana 80. This one's from Spicer, so it has the nice little Dana 80 badge, some ribs that should help with cooling, 2 fill plugs, and a drain plug, which is very nice. So it's got a nice finish too, so it'll be a nice upgrade with more serviceability. So what I'm going to be using, got a bit of high-tech gasket sealant that should help install the new gasket. We've got 75W90 with limited slip additive that we're going to use to fill it. Now there's a lot of discussion. Some people like to use 75W140. I called Ford. They talked to one of their heavy-duty mechanics. He said 75W90 is fine. That's what they recommend. Ultimately, it's up to you. There's tons of discussion online. And with the ease of serviceability with this new diff cover, I figure we can check on the fluid regularly, service it regularly, and we won't have any issues. I also have 4 other quarts right here. I got the squeeze bag because it's tight under there. I tried topping up the fluid not too long ago and it made a huge mess. It was pretty horrible. But this should make it a lot easier. And then I'll probably hold on to some of these bags to reuse in the future as, you know, empties. It'd be nice to have. And I got some sockets, an impact gun, paper towels, a catch can, and a torque wrench. So let's get started. You can see I got a tarp because I'm afraid I'm gonna make a mess. I know myself. Ow. Oh, I just banged my head already. Let's find out what size these are. Looks like they're 14 millimeter. Figure out what this tag says. Better hold on to that. Now, the issue I was having is that the bolts were staying stuck in the socket, so that's why I was taking time to wiggle it off. Then I've got a couple in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way I can let it separate, drain into the catch can, and then we could take the last bolts off and remove the cover once it's drained. It'll make less of a mess. And that way it doesn't fall off onto me and cover me in oil at the same time. And then this is what I was talking about. We'll have to compare this cover with the new one and figure out if the top fill port or the bottom fill port is the one we're gonna use. So it might be somewhere in between. We'll just have to pick. Let's get something to push this apart. Try to separate it from the diff housing. And what I'm gonna be using is this chisel I have. It's got a nice flat side on the bottom, pretty thin tip here, so it should be able to get into the edge there and pry it apart. How can I do this? Yeah, it's on there. I'm gonna take this off, so. Ow. Oh, I hit myself in the hand with the hammer. Ow. Nope, I feel like it's coming. Well, the stuff is leaking more, so that's something. It's starting to drip out. It's dripping. It's not coming off yet. Okay, this side is coming loose, but since it's really on there, there it's working. Oh, okay. Come on. I had some of it. Let me pop back down. There we go. Now it looks clean because I topped it up already, but it's it was a bit low before. Uh-oh. Okay. Yep.
How's the gear set look?
It actually looks fine.
Yeah, I'm surprised. There's not a whole load of shit on the magnet.
Let's see. Probably a tiny bit of metal in there on the edges where it's coming down, but it should be okay. As far as I can tell, that the gears look good. There's some wear, but nothing that looks excessive from what I can tell. I'm not a differential expert, so it seems to look okay.
280,000 miles. If it's wear, a little worn.
That's true. That's a good point. 280,000 miles on this, so there's a little bit of shininess coming out at the bottom.
Well, that's to be expected. We ran it low on fluid.
Yeah.
As long as there aren't chunks out of the gear.
No, no chunks. Let that drip down, and we're gonna figure out which plug we're gonna be using on the new cover. You can see our 2 fill ports here. One there. Try to see. Based on some measurements here, it looks like the matching fill level would be around here. So we're just gonna use the top fill port and just fill it up to here. So maybe a tiny bit more, but it should be just fine. Also, you wanna make sure that you tighten this up before you start, because it's just shipped loose. So we're gonna tighten that up to seal it up. While I'm here, do the lower one as well. Should be good. And that will leave loose because we're gonna use it. All right, let's finish cleaning up the surface and then we'll put it in. I'm gonna try to avoid getting bits of gasket staying in here or paper, towel. Just get it nice and clean. Okay, I think that is good. So I know earlier I mentioned that one of the reasons we were replacing the diff cover with this one is because it has a drain plug, which makes it a lot easier to service. But the other reason is that these ridges or fins should help keep the diff a little cooler when we're driving and towing, which should extend the life a good number of miles, hopefully. Plus, it lets people know you have a Dana 80, which is nice. And I think it looks good in this color. Let's flip this over, prep the gasket, and then we'll go install it. And it's also quite a bit heavier, but that is okay. It's not like this is a light truck. All right, so to help put the gasket in place, I'm gonna put some high-tech gasket sealer between the gasket and the cover. This is really nice. It helps it stick around the bolt holes. It smells like petroleum-based barbecue sauce. Kinda. Okay, I guess I gotta leave the very bottom where the thing's leaking out, but it should be all right. This is not 14 like the original ones, but it might not be metric. All right, so 9/16. Yeah, and it's like Spicer makes the diff too.
Right.
So it's like
Ford said to them, make it metric so that it's not hard for us to like build our trucks.
And they're like, okay, but we'll make any replacement parts. That looks good. Awesome. All right, we're going to 35 foot-pounds. And we're gonna work our way around. I'm just gonna go corner to corner in an X pattern. All right, I'm gonna double check. Good. Actually, I'm gonna lower this. Gotta go around again, huh? All right, that seems good. Now the 3/8 socket or wrench, you can just loosen this up. Remove it. Put that aside. And we're gonna start filling this. I'm gonna move this back into place. Put some towels here. And we're gonna use these squeeze bags to start filling this up. Oh, well, it would help if I didn't realize you have to cut the tip.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, nothing's happening. I was like, wow, it's going real slow. That's weird. It doesn't feel like the bag's getting smaller. Because it wasn't. Yeah, now it's doing something. Capri Sun 75W90. Not for human consumption. So much easier to fill it with this. I made such a huge mess last time with the funnels. It was very frustrating. Excuse me. We should be able to fit 4 full quarts, and then we'll probably top off the rest with the 5th quart that we have. I wonder if this sticks out a little more than the original one, so it may take a little bit more, but we'll see. Okay, ready for number 4. One more. There you go, slower for the last one. This is gonna start dripping out. Taking a fair bit. Jeez, I feel like it's gonna take the whole 5th quart. And I guess, let me see something. I can't really tell where it is. I think it holds more fluid with the new thing, so. Yeah, it's almost there. I think it's like at the top of the next plug.
Not quite.
Not quite. And it's like, I think it's in the right area, but, well, it's at the top of the bottom plug. Got some new fluid, put it in this bag. We're gonna finish topping it up. All right, so, as I was filling, I realized the axles are here too. And if we fill up to the bottom of this, we're probably gonna be a little full on the axle side because the original drain plug sits somewhere around here. And right now, dipping my finger in, we're like right around here, which is somewhere in the range of where the original drain plug was, which would be good. Now, the reason I'm not gonna go all the way up to the bottom edge of this plug is because this is designed for lifted trucks that have a different pinion angle so you can get the right level. So we're gonna stay in this area where we're like right around here. So just something to keep in mind. It's not exactly, these are not exactly the same level as the Ford diff cover. Put that on, tighten it up. Get that nice and snug. All right, and with that, we're done. We could peel this off. That looks really nice. Cool, and that's the rear diff serviced. It's a nice upgrade, looks better, I think. It'll be a lot easier to service in the future, and we got to take a look at the gears, which look pretty good. So that's a good sign, especially since this truck has 280,000 miles. So it's good to take care of that. If this video helped you out, help me out by leaving a like and hyping the video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.